We are live at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Hi, Lynette. Good morning. It's already a beautiful day. So excited to be here. Oh, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. We're ready to start the week. Just gonna go on a little stroll around the resort. Some people are awake already, and they're getting ready for their park day. Good morning, Eric. It's so nice and quiet, but also so beautiful. The Skyliner is moving. I guess they're testing it out. It looks so beautiful. Honestly, the weather is so nice too. It's finally cooling down just a little bit here in Florida. Good morning, Mark. Thanks for joining me. Right across from us is the beautiful Riviera Resort. And we are at Caribbean Beach. I love hanging out at this cute little banana cabana over here when it's open during the day. But you know what? Before we even get started with the live stream, it's super important that everybody knows it's Lynette's birthday. Happy birthday, Lynette. Thanks for hanging out with us on your birthday, bright and early. It's a Monday, one of my favorite days. But happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope you're treated like the queen that you are. And today's objective for this live stream is that we're going to talk authenticity and some lessons that I learned this week. It's been a crazy long week. You're welcome, Lynette. Hey, Shelly. Good morning. So that's going to be kind of our focus and objective will be authenticity and some of the lessons I've learned. It's been quite the week. But we're excited, we're optimistic about the next week. And we're doing it. We're out here and we're doing it. Taking a little stroll. It's so nice to see the pool. Like, I've never seen it this quiet. All right, so I don't really know my way around this resort, so we're just gonna figure it out together. We're just going on a little stroll. It is quite beautiful and it's very big, this resort. So we're gonna go on a little stroll and watch the sunrise. We can even see Spaceship Earth from here. Let me see if I can try and show you this area. Oh, are we allowed to go in here now? It says sunrise to sunset. Well, I guess the sun didn't rise yet, but Spaceship Earth in the background. How beautiful. She's gorge. I like this area. This is nice because you get a little hammock. This is the time when the sun is not up to be hanging out in these hammocks. All right, so I do want to start out by saying that I appreciate everybody hanging out with me in the morning. I love that we all come together and have some, I would say like alone, independent time where you can just kind of reflect and think about the past week, looking forward into this week. But I want everybody to know that this is like a safe space, right? Free of judgment. Anything that I say here during the stream is merely a recommendation or things that I've read or things that I've learned in my life. So I want you to not feel any sense of judgment And I just want you to understand that I want to share my knowledge with you. My intention is to motivate and inspire, not to make anyone feel less than they are. So please know this is a safe space. All right. And for a lot of you, you know that I go to the gym very early in the morning before I even start this stream. I'm there at 5 a.m. and I have a nice group of people that I'm with. And I love that we have that sense of community at the gym, sense of support and friendship. And we're always there to inspire and motivate each other. And I've had a lot of conversations with my friends this week. And the biggest thing that I kind of took away was that we all are very hard on ourselves. We have this level of expectation, right? And this is like part of human nature. We all put pressure on ourselves to be better. And a lot of my friends were focused on numbers this week, and whether it's numbers on the scale or numbers of how many camps they'd like to get in the week or how many camps they'd like to get in the year. And I just want to remind you that numbers are simply that. They're just numbers. Your age is just a number, right? It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't validate you as a person. So please, it's something that I really learned this week, is that numbers are simply that, just numbers. They don't define you. They are not your personality. So it's kind of appropriate that it's Lynette's birthday too. So who cares how old you are, right? You're here, you're healthy. That's all that matters. And I forgot that Disney is not like Celebration and that it's quiet in the morning. There are people that are up and about. They're ready to go. Ready for a nice park day. Starting their vacation. Another thing that came up this week as a underlying theme of everything that's happened. Oh, Lynette, true. I always forget how old I am and how old my family members are. Yeah, who cares? It doesn't matter, right? As long as we're happy and healthy, that's all that matters. So another theme for the week would be about the idea of speculation. I feel like I've been saying that word all week. And we do this constantly, right? Because we're just wired this way. This is how humans are. We try and make sense of the things that are happening around us. That's what our brains are meant to do, make sense of things, right? So if something is done, right, or people don't say certain things, but our perception of what's happening is all speculation. You're just making assumptions based on people's past actions, past behaviors, and your past experiences. So not everything is what it appears to be. And I'm trying to be cryptic because I don't want to be specific about things that have happened this week in my life. But it's really been an eye-opening week for me. Just in terms of like understanding people and seeing things from other people's perspective and point of view. We all speculate, we all make assumptions, right? But when we do that without communication, it causes chaos. And in order to eliminate that chaos and kind of keep the peace, you need to communicate. Communication is everything. So think back to your past week. Was there a time that you made some sort of assumption or speculation about someone or something? And take some time to reflect on that. Is that assumption or speculation accurate? Or were you just putting your own experiences and past events, are you looking at it through that lens? Or is it reality? So you don't have to share that in the comments if you don't want to, but I challenge you to kind of think about your past week. When was there a time that you speculated or assumed something, and maybe it's not true? Because we all do it, right? And just, it's important to acknowledge it. And if it's something that bothered you, maybe you need to clear it up with that person and communicate in a way that's allowing you to be vulnerable, because that's the only way you're going to kind of break down those barriers with people and get to the root of everything, is if you're allowing yourself to come from a place of authenticity and vulnerability. This is gorgeous right now, I have to say. I think this is the only time I've hung out on this little beach area, because it's usually so hot during the day. This is nice. Look at this little hammock. Can we attempt to get on it? Let's see. I don't know. It's a little low to the ground here. I don't want to. Oh, it's a little wet. Never mind. It's a little wet. I'm not getting my body wet. It's okay. Good morning. Kelsey's in the chat. Kelsey, are you still here? I forget when your flight is. Let's see if these are wet. A little bit, not too bad. Thanks everyone for joining us. Hopefully we'll get nice views of the sunrise this morning. Like I said, my objective is going to be authenticity and some lessons I learned this week. I want to kind of weave the two together. Going back to clearing up the chaos with communication, I've read, or I'm reading right now currently, the book by Brene Brown, The Gifts of Imperfection, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I have a few takeaways from that book. I personally think it's a pretty quick read. She's really easy to understand, even though the topics are a little bit deep. She writes in a way that is almost like it's a friend telling you a story in an odd way, even though the material is kind of not heavy. I wouldn't say heavy, but it's deep. It's definitely something that is very analytical. But just having the courage to ask for what you want is so important, because I feel like if we're making these speculations and assumptions and you're not saying anything about it, you're not communicating, you're shying away from asking for what you want and what you need. And a lot of us live our life as people pleasers. And I've done a few shorts about that and talking about how us people pleasers need to set those boundaries, right? And not be somebody that always says yes just to, make the other person happy or to fit in or whatever. But you need to be clear in your communication and asking for what you want and what you need. I'm not saying you're demanding gifts and requests, but I'm saying if you need maybe some alone time throughout the day, maybe tell your family or your spouse, like, hey, I need an hour just to myself. Or maybe that's what you're doing right now on this live stream. Or maybe at work, you feel like you are barely keeping your head above water. Talk to your boss. Tell him what you need in order for you to be effective at your job, right? If you have a friend that's constantly complaining to you or venting to you or, emotionally sucking the life out of you because they have a lot going on in their life, tell them what you need and say, hey, I can be this ear for you, but I also need some space. I also need some time to vent to you as well. You're taking on a lot. So think about those areas in your life of things that you need in order to have your cup full. And where can you improve asking for what you need? I feel like that's something that we're afraid to do a lot of the time because we want to, keep the people in our life happy. We don't want to ruffle any feathers. But I feel like being open and authentic with the people in our lives will just strengthen those relationships. And you never know what can come out of that. In my opinion, if you're asking for what you need and to the people around you that mean the most to you, and you're coming from a place of vulnerability and authenticity, then it will go positively. And if it doesn't, then you need to reevaluate. Maybe I didn't communicate what I needed clear enough, or maybe I wasn't coming from a place of openness, or maybe I was shut off or cold, or maybe the other person wasn't in the right headspace to actually receive what I was asking in the moment. So I think it's that awareness that we need to focus on. I'm just enjoying this view. I think I should continue walking, but it's just so gorgeous. What time is it? The sun, it's 6:46, so the sun is going to be rising soon. But I want to see if we can get over on the other side there by the Riviera. I just want to make sure we're able to see the sunrise. This is just so beautiful. And I appreciate you all being here and taking the time for yourself this morning, whether you're just up early, drinking a cup of coffee, or getting ready for work, or even driving to work, or walking the dog, or going for a walk with me. I appreciate you being here, and I acknowledge you for taking this time for yourself. Yeah, Lynette says, sometimes it's hard to deal with people that aren't used to not getting their own way all the time. I hear that. But I think, too, trying to put yourself in that person's shoes, why do they feel that way? Why do they want to get their way all the time? What experience do they have in their past that led them to that place? And then having a conversation with them and being open and vulnerable, I think, is the only way to kind of get to the root of it. Right? Because we're all creatures of our past experiences. As much as we want to sometimes run and hide from the past, it's what makes us who we are. And I don't remember if it was in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People or in the new book I'm reading, The Gifts of Imperfection, because now the books are blending together, but I'm taking things away from them, so I don't know which book it was, but having that sense of compassion with people, and that's something that I'm working on, when communicating, right? You want to make sure you're hearing the other person, validating them, but also giving them a response coming from a place of compassion. So Lynette, when you're dealing with those people that are used to getting everything that they want and they get upset when they don't, try and put yourself in that person's shoes, as hard as that may sound, because you're feeling some type of way about it. Try and consider where they're coming from and validate, yes, I understand that you feel this way, and then show some compassion about it. See what happens when you have those conversations, because I feel like those are the most eye-opening. When someone is stuck in their, defenses, or they're using their defense mechanism and you know this, trying to sensitively and compassionately break down those barriers. It's fun to uncover what's underneath that. Oh, I love this mural. What is it? Mural? Mosaic? What do we call this? I don't know, but I love it. Yes, Mark, you're right. That's where it's from. Seek first to understand before being understood is from 7 Habits. There you go. Oh, I love this so much. Peter Pan is truly one of my favorite Disney movies. Next to The Little Mermaid and Tangled. And speaking of Tangled, here we go. It's so gorgeous, especially this time of day too. It's fun to see it all lit up. So we're now at the Riviera. I want to try and get closer to the water's edge because it looks like that sun is starting to rise. Yeah, Tangled. Oh, I do love that movie. And I know I've used the word authenticity a lot in this stream so far, but I want to share with you Brene Brown's definition of authenticity from the book, The Gifts of Imperfection. She says, authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embrace who we actually are. And I think that's a beautiful definition. Oh, hello, good morning. Right? Because we try so hard to fit in. I feel like that's why we people please a lot of the time, right? We just want to fit in. but we're never going to feel like we belong unless we are our true selves. Oh, I love the reflection of the skyliner on the water. That's so pretty. I'm gonna see if I can go down this way. Good morning. Yeah, the sun's starting to rise. It looks so beautiful. The sky. I love this little grassy area here too. The Riviera is just a masterpiece. So beautiful. And it really is so close to Caribbean Beach. I love that the properties are connected, so you just go for a little stroll. You can visit 2 beautiful resorts. Oh, there's a little bunny. So I think to kind of tie it all together, I've learned a lot this week. I think that just like Mark said, I took that little nugget of information from the 7 habits of highly effective people. Seek first to understand before being understood, right? Try to understand where other people are coming from, because that will help you in navigating your conversations moving forward. It'll help you when you're trying to ask for what you want. Just knowing where the other person is coming from will help you navigate that conversation and knowing how to ask that person. And again, communication is everything. When we speculate, chaos ensues. Len, I've been through a lot this week. Yeah, we've been through a lot, but we learned a lot, so that's a good thing. Right? You grow through what you go through, so that's okay. We're doing great. Everything is a lesson. I wish we could actually see the sun, but the sky looks really pretty. I got to figure out my next resort that I can hop to and go for a walk. I'm thinking maybe I could do Old Key West next time. I think that'll be nice. I loved walking through there with Peter's live stream yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't remember. I didn't do the 24-hour stream, but I feel like I did. I feel like I lived 1,000 lifetimes this weekend. Hello, Cindy. Yeah, like I said last stream, I'm definitely going to do another beach sunrise because that was just an amazing experience. I'm just not sure when. I'm probably going to do it on a weekend though, so I'm able to get my workout in and go to the beach as well. So maybe, oh, these chairs are very wet. I'm glad I tried that out before I sat down. So maybe a Saturday or Sunday, and I'll do a beach stream. But I love just being at the beach when no one is there and when it's not too hot. Kelsey, I'm so glad you got 9 hours of sleep. I'm proud of you. Kelsey doesn't get enough sleep. But yeah, Disney will do that to you, right? It's a lot of steps, a lot of walking, a lot of extreme heat. So I'm glad you got to get some sleep in there. So for those that are here, either live in the chat or watching this on a replay, please, let's put some positivity into this week. Tell me something good that either happened to you last week or something good that is going to happen this week, something that you're looking forward to. I did a short yesterday about how to stop time and slow down time. And I talked about how if you're anticipating something in the future, right, definitely mark it down on your calendar. Definitely have a daily reminder of this thing because that will slow down your time. There's nothing like anticipating something to slow down time for you. And when you think about when you were a kid, right? Time just seemed to go by so slowly because everything was a new experience for you. So new things will also slow down your time. Anticipating of new things and experiencing new things slows down your time. Look at this beautiful little pool area. I love when there's no one around. It's so peaceful. So tell me, what are some things that were great that happened last week? Tell me something good. And tell me something that you're looking forward to this week. Cindy says, I'm northeast. Leaves are turning up here. Oh, the leaves are changing, Cindy. Cindy says, I did a painting this past weekend, and that is great to just live in the moment and time stand still. Yeah, absolutely. What sorts of things do you paint? I think that's so nice. I wish I was artistic and had that ability. My mom is really good at drawing and painting, but that didn't trickle down to me, unfortunately. But I have strengths in other areas, right? That's what makes us human. We can't be good at everything. If you haven't already hit that like button, please do. It really helps push the stream out to other people, whether you're watching on a replay or watching live. I appreciate you. Lynette, yeah, celebrating with Pete and getting my deck fixed up. Beautiful. We love that. Getting ready for the cooler seasons. And in Florida, that's not happening for a while. But actually, this morning has been really, really nice. It's not as humid. There's a nice breeze. Oh, that's cool. Cindy says, a painter walks you through. She does a group painting session on Facebook. She also coaches you going through it. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like if you've ever been to those wine and paint nights. I like when somebody teaches me how to do it. This is such a great little spot. Let's go in here. People are starting to wake up and head out of their rooms. Oh, this is so wet. I really want to lay on this. Boo. I haven't laid on a hammock in a very long time. Well, something that I am going to do this week, well, two things. I do have a conference this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which should be really nice, kind of breaks up my week a little bit. But I am also making it a goal that I'm going to book a massage for myself because I truly need it. I have been working out 7 days a week. I need a little relaxation and some stretching and massage. So I'm going to book that for myself this week. Okay, so it's like paint night, but you can take your time. It's longer than an hour. That's cool. Cindy says we have our country fair, which is a yearly favorite. Ooh, that's exciting. That should be fun. Where are you from? Thank you, Lynette. Yes, I should do a spa day. I need a little spa day, a little massage, a little relaxation. That would be great. Yeah, so that's something good that I'm looking forward to planning. And Lynette, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And I hear you're going to be going on a nice birthday dinner. That'll be fun. Purple Martins. Also, let me know where you'd like to see me live stream again. I would love to get a better view of the sunrise, whether it's on Disney property or not. Where would you like to see the sunrise from? Yes, Lynette, looking forward to your dinner. Good. You deserve a nice birthday dinner. So just to recap again, the topics that we talked about throughout the stream. If you missed them, you can always go back and watch in the replay. But really, the big focus was authenticity and some lessons I learned this week. Appreciate the journey. It's not about the numbers. Be proud of who you are. So whether you're counting the pounds on a scale, the years in your life, or the days on 75 hard, in my case, it's really not about the numbers. Numbers are simply that, just numbers. They don't define who you are as a person. They're not your personality. They're just a number. And then speculation. Speculation is chaos. Stop making assumptions. Even though it's so hard, we're literally programmed to do that. Make assumptions and analyze things and make meaning out of things. But if you assume or you speculate without communication to confirm your assumptions or speculations, it could lead to chaos. It could lead to judgment, resentment. And we don't want that, right? We want to make sure that you're communicating clearly to the people in your life. You're asking for what you want, and you're clearing up those areas that, might need some clarity. And authenticity doesn't happen overnight. And it doesn't mean once you're authentic forever, right? It's a daily practice of letting go who we think we're supposed to be and embrace who we actually are. So many people say, oh, I love this person. They're so authentic. Well, maybe in that moment they were, right? It is not something that you just have and keep forever. It's something that you're actively working on. We want to make sure that we're belonging and not just fitting in. And this is where we started the stream. It looks totally different now with the sun up. So definitely let me know in the comments where you'd like to see me stream from. What other resorts would you like to take a tour of? What other parts of Florida? You know me, I'm an early bird. So I don't mind getting up early and driving to a location. I love the little lily pads in the water. So I just, it's very close to my face. Just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone for being here and for joining me on this beautiful live stream around Disney's Caribbean Beach and the Riviera. It was a lovely little stroll, and I want to really acknowledge you all for being here and taking time out of your morning to spend it with me, to go for a walk, to get ready for work, whatever you guys are doing. Drink your cup of coffee. And I appreciate you, and I acknowledge your efforts to do something for you today. So thank you so much. And again, if you could, in the comments, whether it's on the live or in the replay, share something that went really well for you last week. What was something good that happened in your life, and what are you looking forward to in this coming week? All right. I also want to thank my Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you all for my subscribers for being here. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified every time we go live. And next Monday, maybe we'll be back in Celebration, maybe we'll be somewhere else, I'm not sure. But if you're subscribed, you'll know. But we go live every Monday. I do put out a couple of shorts throughout the week just to kind of recap things that I'm learning throughout 75 Hard, because I am on day 23 right now. I started on September 1st. But thank you so much for being here. Let me read some of the comments. Beautiful morning. Thanks, Lauren. Sorry I couldn't chat much. It's okay, Shelly. Thank you so much. Lynette says maybe you can come to Saratoga Springs when we're down there. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thanks for another great stream. Have a great day. Lynette, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day. Mark Mueller, thanks for the walk and talk. Have a great week, everyone. Yes, have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.